Hi, today's recipe is we are going to make bread and butter pickles. These are sort of like sweet pickles mixed with onions. They're delicious. They're called bread and butter pickles because in the olden days when people couldn't afford more to put into a sandwich, all they put in was these pickles with bread and butter. So they became known as bread and butter pickles. They're known as sweet pickles to a lot of people. What we do is I moved ahead on the recipe because of the amount of time for the video. You're starting off with a Kirby pickle, Kirby cucumber, which is the best one to use, and you're cutting them into small rounds. And then what we do is we put them in a glass bowl. We sprinkle them with 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt and let them sit covered in the refrigerator for an hour and a half. Once the hour and a half is up, you take those pickles, which have the salt on it, you wash the salt off in a colander, you rinse it well, you drain it, and then you're left with the pickles that are salty, but they have nothing else on them, and then we're going to start the process from there. So they're going to go into a bowl, and we're going to mix them immediately with 1 cup of onion. Okay, so that's going to go in there too. And you have the onions and the pickles ready to go. But now we have to add our pickling spices. So the pickling spices work like this. We're going to take some white vinegar and some apple cider vinegar. And the measurements are the white vinegar is 1 cup and the apple cider vinegar is 1/2 cup. We're going to put those together. We're going to add to that 1/4 cup of brown sugar, light brown sugar. We're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of mustard seeds. This is a very typical kind of pickling recipe. We're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of celery seeds, which are a little bit difficult to come by. You've got to look around for those. We're going to add 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric. That'll give it a nice color. And then we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. These are all pre-measured. We're going to put those together. We're going to whisk them together. And we are going to throw them into the microwave for about a minute to see if we can get the salt or sugar, the sugar and all the other spices to dissolve and blend together. So we'll take a minute on that. Okay, and while that's going, these pickles are great on anything. They're good in sandwiches. They're good as a side salad. They're very, very tasty. And the beauty of these is like the other pickles that I have a video of on my refrigerator, garlic sour pickles. These are also refrigerator pickles. They go straight into the refrigerator and they're ready in a couple of days. You can almost use them 48 hours from now and they'll last for a long time because they're pickled. So as we wait for that to finish in the microwave, we'll put it all together and that's it. We're done. So let me put this all together. It's going to go into a jar. I use a pickling jar like this, a mason jar, and that sits in the refrigerator. And let me just get it together. And there's my mixture, my brine. Give it a little turn. And basically pour it all over this, all over the pickles, and that's the entire recipe. So this will go into the jar, into the fridge, and we have bread and butter pickles. Have a great day.